Today I am going to teach students how to compare and contrast using Tanya's Money book. Quick question, students. Have you ever had to decide between two things? And here I would have the students tell me things that they've had to decide between in their own life. And how did you pick which one you wanted? And then again, I'll have them go off of what they told me before and how they decided. Students, usually we use compare and contrast to generally pick between two things. What is compare? These are what are the same about two things or characters. What are alike? Let's compare green beans and carrots. What's the same between them? And I'll have them, give me answers, but I'm going to give away what they would probably say. They are both vegetables. They both grow in the ground. They both can be eaten, and they are both round and long. These are some things that they have in common. What is contrast? These are what are different about two characters or things. What do you see that is not the same? Let's compare an orange and a tomato. And I'll have the students again give me some answers on what they would like, what they think between these two items. Orange is orange. Tomato is red. An orange is a fruit. A tomato is a vegetable. These are some things that are different between an orange and a tomato. Now here is a chart. The middle portion, I'll point on the board and let them know that the middle portion is what's alike, and the outsides are what are different between the two things. Transition. Tanya's money problem. Today we will be reading Tanya's money problem, and I'll be handing out the book as I walk around. During our reading, we'll compare and contrast our two characters in the book. Tanya, who is the main character, and her brother, Thad. Here is the chart we will be using, and I'll be handing this out with the book that we'll be using to fill out as we read today. We will read the first paragraph together. We'll read. After reading the first paragraph, we are going to write on our chart. So get your chart out. Write down what I write on the board. Make sure to note the page number. What are some differences? Tanya has lots of friends. I'll write that down on Tanya's side. I'll walk around to make sure they're all writing it down on Tanya's side. Thad, very shy and has few friends. So let's put this on Thad's side. Ask yourself, now how are they alike? They both look alike. Now we'll put that in the center one, the alike column, and make sure to note the page number 3. And this is what it should look like. Do we have any questions, students? I haven't asked questions, but I have so far. Transition. Now let's all get into small groups. If you could all do that real fast, please. They all get into their groups that I have named here. In groups, together, find the rest of the differences and the things that are alike in the first paragraph. I remind you to put the page number next to it. If you have any questions, please ask. I'll come around group to group to see what you guys have found. Their chart should look like this after filling out the rest of the differences and the likes in the first paragraph. Keep going, guys. Now you're going to read on your own the rest of the book. I expect you to read quietly and fill out the chart as you read. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Once you have finished your worksheet, turn your paper upside down. once every student has finished, we are going to, I will put this on the board and the students will check whether or not they had it correct. If they have any more questions for them would be, how do you feel about compare and contrast today? How can this be important in the future? What was helpful to learn? If there are any last questions before you are given the assignment.